You know, for a second there, I was almost worried. But it turns out Avengers really was a fluke. We can all relax and go back to being disappointed by the steady stream of shitty sequels, half-assed remakes, and dickless prequels coming out of Hollywood. Prequels more interested in becoming the first act of their own epic, blockbuster sci-fi trilogies than telling a coherent story with a beginning, a middle, and an end that aren't foregone conclusions. This one tricked me by coming to us from the director of Alien, and by styling itself as an Alien prequel. Kinda. Sorta. Not really. I tried not to spoil this one for myself, mostly to prove a pet theory that spoiler alerts are bullshit, and you really can keep stuff secret from yourself so long as you avoid reading things on the internet. Going into this thing, I honestly wasn't sure whether it was a prequel or not. Now I realize I wasn't supposed to be sure. That's this movie's bait. The hook is, it's an Alien prequel wrapped in some of those ancient astronaut trappings that were already old when Stargate came out. Hell, they were already old when Space 1999 finished off its first season with what was basically the made-for-TV version of this very movie. So in the far-flung future of 2089, the original Lisbeth Salander and Paco from across the universe have spent their entire lives collecting cave paintings of the same mysterious star charts, pointing to our old friend, that ringed gas giant with all those damned moons, only one of which could possibly support life. It's not LV-426, but a different planet in the LV system, number 3-2 something or other. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'll have to watch it again when it comes out on video, but does it really matter? No. In any case, what the Prometheus finds on this rock is anything but benign. In true Alien franchise fashion, after about half an hour of stumbling around, they dutifully bring it right back onto their ship where it proceeds to pick them off one by one. Until the very end, when we get a big explosion, one last little bit of scary stuff, a piece of sequel bait so flagrant it easily snatches the crown away from Rise of Cobra, and credits.
Wait. I've seen this.
First and foremost, it's obviously a Ridley Scott film, so there's that. But that does not mean what it once did, true believers. The man made Alien and Blade Runner, which is two more highly influential sci-fi films than you'll ever make, so his legacy is indisputable. In fact, that's Prometheus' biggest problem, and the reason Scott apparently lost all interest in making any kind of Alien prequel halfway through making this one. The sad fact is, we live in a world where most of the cheesy sci-fi horror movies of the last 30 years have, in one way, shape, or form, consciously ripped off Alien. And the few that didn't were probably ripping off Blade Runner. I could rattle off a whole list of them, but I want to get this thing done on time, and I don't have the patience to go hunt up box art for bullshit like Extro, or Extro 2, The Second Encounter. Really, more than anything, Prometheus reminded me of Leviathan.
My God, are you picking this up?
Look at that. Leviathan.
An Alien ripoff that tried to disguise itself by simultaneously ripping off The Abyss.
It's already killed one man.
My rebreather stopped. I'm losing compressed. I can't breathe.
Whatever got Six-Pack and Bowman, it's still here.
You could think of Leviathan as Alien underwater. So you can pretty much think of Prometheus as Leviathan in space. Most Alien ripoffs forget the reason that Alien worked well in the first place. It's incredibly boring, everyday Yahoo characters who spend half the movie sitting around talking about nothing.
But I think I know why they don't come down here. It's because of you. You don't have no personality.
And the rest of the movie talking about how to kill the alien before it kills them. They weren't deep, but they were all distinct, and they all established themselves through griping.
Quit griping.
I like griping.
Come on, knock it off.
You know, like normal people. Not sons of Jedi Knights or captains of the Starship Enterprise. Normal Joe and Jane space truckers diverted from doing their actual jobs by a stupid clause in their stupid contract that says, go check this shit out or you won't get paid. The main characters of Prometheus are either wide-eyed scientists in for a traumatic dose of reality, because you know those silly scientists always trying to learn stuff. or soulless corporate raiders dumb enough to want to live forever. The actual captain, played by Idris Elba, and his crew share the Nostromo's I just fly the ship attitude, and so wisely remain on board while the scientists go around poking at slimy things. But this means the most interesting characters in the movie are absent for large chunks of it.
Just got a pin. What are you gonna pick? One click west of you.
Is it leaving?
So why should I care when they all start to die?
What's that? Everybody back on the ship now!
Stay calm.
It's okay.
Who wants to look at them anyway? It's not like they're played by a Salander or a Magneto. Our lady scientist and shifty android, on the other hand, are. So guess who we get to spend most of our time with? Fassbender easily walks away with the movie since he's given more to do than look shocked, pained, or horrified. Noomi Rapace can obviously do more and has done them in the past, but Ridley Scott is not the man to go to if you want someone to showcase your actor talents. He'll make you look pretty, even, especially, once he's covered you in various fluids, because that's what he does. Been doing it quite literally all his life. But man, somewhere along the line, Ridley just stopped caring about good writing.
I just want you to listen. Will you listen to...
Most people seem to have done the same. I mean, look at Jim Cameron. At least he writes his own scripts, and in those cases, I've got nobody to blame but him. Ridley, though, he's gone and hooked up with two jokers from Lost, who obviously write best when they don't have a goal in sight. Lost trained them to just make shit up as they go along. Pile plot twist upon plot twist and explain everything except what your audience actually wants explained. It keeps the suckers coming back, don't you know? Certainly worked in my case. I mean, I paid $7 for the movie, didn't I? So the first hour is just as epic and creepy as you'd expect, with sweeping shots of bio-gothic Giger-esque corridors. They're all well and good, but nothing you can't see on your Alien DVD you already own. Worse yet are few characterized characters all talk like they're on network television, bold-facedly stating the themes of their adventure in casual conversations the way real people never do. Unless they're in movies made by people who think the audience is stupid, i.e. movies made by Fox. So, pop quiz. How many conversations about the destructive power of greed, the dangers of over-automation, or the uncaring nature of the howling vastness of space did the crew of the Nostromo engage in?
Look, I just run the ship.
Yeah, that's right. The answer is none.
And I'd rather be eating something else, but right now I'm sticking to food.
You just know what it's made of.
So in Prometheus, you've got a crew of one-note or no-note characters trapped in the middle of fuck-off nowhere, trading the occasional half-baked philosophical pronouncement in between getting picked off by hostile alien life.
Oh, déjà vu.
With 17 crew members instead of 7, most die gorier versions of the standard red shirt deaths, and we don't even care. Except on the rare occasion when a genuinely new idea comes to the fore. Like in that surgery scene. There are moments, a noble sacrifice here, a shocking revelation there, where something good actually peaks above the generic hogwash and hyper-gloss art direction. Moments when you drop everything and go, hey, that's right. This is Ridley Scott's Alien prequel. Holy shit, that was awesome. But there aren't really enough of them to support a 2-hour movie. Instead, it seems like everyone's made a movie-length introduction to the next movie, where the interesting shit will undoubtedly occur. They should have had some balls, tossed this whole idea for an Alien prequel into the garbage compactor, and just explored Planet Space Jockey. That's the one good idea for an Alien prequel Scott's actually mentioned in the past, most famously on his director's commentary for the Alien DVD. But I think it's obvious no one at Fox would dare give him the money to pull off that little adventure. So he sleepwalked through this picture, and wound up making the safest, blandest kind of sci-fi horror movie he could possibly make. An Alien ripoff. Or maybe I'm wrong, and this is another Kingdom of Heaven situation, where an extra 30 minutes of good stuff that explains everything and gives the characters actual depth wound up on the cutting room floor. We won't see any of that until the Blu-ray comes out, but, it'll be interesting to see what deleted scenes are on this. So until that shining day, may it soon come, we live in a world where the director of Alien went and made his own Alien ripoff.
How does that happen?
It happens, my dear, because that's what the company wants to happen.
Since when is that standard procedure?
Standard procedure is to do what the hell they tell you to do.
Well, how about a little something to lower your spirits?
Throw me, will you, please?